as you said, I'm Ricard Vilalta from CTTC, and it's a pleasure to welcome you all on this SNS4SNS conference, software and standards for smart networks and services. So same acronym, different meanings, but I think that all together make a lot of sense. So we will have 1.5 days of conference. Yesterday we had different Hackfest tutorials, and also during the coffee breaks we have demonstrations, posters. You will see a lot of the different work that is being done on the open source community and also in the software community for networks. So we think that this is a perfect opportunity to have all the different stakeholders on board on the convergence of open software, standardization and innovation. I think for the networks, that's a good place to start the discussion. As Sean has already said, we have we have a growing community of stakeholders that are all of their interests are aligned to build sustainable, resilient, and interoperable networks and services. So I encourage you to discuss these days different synergies, the best practices, the opportunities for collaboration, how open source standards research can join forces towards the same objective. And you will see today here a lot of different, as I said, people from operators, telecom suppliers. We have standardization bodies like ETSI, 3GPP, TM Forum, Byte. Also, we have presentations from Linux Foundation. Also, the different SDGs will be all presented, and we have also the presentation from the SNS4SNS and also the 6CIA, including then universities and research centers. So everyone is welcome to this joint effort in order to succeed in our pave the way towards this sustainable, resilient, and interoperable networks and services. So this is the program committee of the conference. I would like to thank all the people contributing for this. I think we have had very nice discussions on how the conference should look like, and we have plenty of sessions which are very interesting from the different perspectives, which now I would like to talk a little bit about. So maybe I wanted to start with some of the key themes for this conference. So there is one trend on how open source can agilize. Sean has already mentioned that we need to accelerate standardization. One way of doing that is through software, and this agility brings us a lot of benefits. So I like a lot some of the comments that say, okay, we need to move from PDF to Python. I agree that not only Python, but also PDF are important. But with this open source, we can accelerate the pace of standardization, and this is nowadays is very important. Also, this smart software, software and standards relationship ensures interoperability. This is very important. So we will hear today about the concept of reference implementations and how they help to formalize standards. So that's something that's very positive. Also for research, to the collaboration of having open source fastens the innovation piece. It helps not to reinvent the wheel at every research challenge that we try. So this is very important. And finally, the collaboration. So these are the four main themes. We need to have this cross-pollination between industry, academia, and open source. So the agenda for these days is this one. Yesterday we had two different tutorial hackfests. The first one in the morning for OpenSlice. In the afternoon we had the Teraflow SDN, and then we had a networking drink. So sorry if you missed that. We were very happy to have these tutorials. It was very nice. Plenty of people interested in hacking a little bit and knowing the basics. These were not very advanced tutorials, but the idea was that everyone who joined was able to follow all the steps to onboard these pieces of software. Now we have the opening session. We then will have the different sessions during the day. Remember that between sessions you have the posters and the demos available. This will be a time when you will see the result of many years of efforts on these softwares. And for finalizing the day, we have a networking cocktail. I don't enter into the sessions because then I will detail them more. For the next day, tomorrow, we will start with sessions, and then in the afternoon we will have SDC OpenCAPIF tutorial and Hackfest. For the conclusions and next steps, we are proud to have a very nice panel of different network operators that will be a very interesting discussion on the results for this conference. So let me just detail a little bit more what's this about each session. The first session, it's called Access Networks and Services, chaired by Pavlos Fournirakis from SNS4SNS. The main topics that we will have there, it's open interface, ORAN, network APIs, and OSS ecosystems. So we will have a nice discussion on these topics. For the session 2, which I will be sharing, it's focused on telco cloud infrastructure. We will hear about network automation, reference implementations, and also network cloud DevOps. So we will have plenty of presentations, very interesting presentations on these topics. For the session 3, focused on management, orchestration, and operations, it will be chaired by Christos Tranoris, and the main topics will be on network as a service, multi-cloud, autonomy, orchestration, scalability, and standards. Session 4, it will focus on network exposure, APIs, and programmability, and who better to lead that as David Artuñedo from Telefónica and OpenCAPIF chair. The main topics of this session would be API frameworks, exposure, ecosystems, and edge integration. And finally, as I was explaining, we have the conclusions and next steps, chaired by Ultan Mulligan from ETSI, and we will have some invited keynotes also from Alexandros Kaligowskis from 6GIA, and we will have also the ETSI view 3GPP 6G roadmap. We will have Diego Lopez from Telefónica, who will talk us about growing an open and healthy networking ecosystem. And later on, we will have a panel discussion with all the different speakers and also some invited operators, Telefónica, AT&T, Telenor, Telia, Deutsche Telekom, and BT. So I am looking forward to this session. So now some demographics. So these are the people who registered to attend yesterday's different Hackfest and today's conference, but plus, there's a big plus here because we are many more. Those people who didn't answer the poll, so we did a poll and you know how this works. So this is not actualized, this is not also from the registry, but just for the polls. And just let me conclude this talk by sending the key message that we can combine software and standards. We can be this leads us to build smart networks that are sustainable, resilient, and work seamlessly together. So thanks a lot for your attention.